Hey guys, welcome to the Mulesoft free tutorial. So in this series, we'll be discussing about how you can connect to a SOAP web service using Mulesoft connector. Okay, I hope you are familiar with the web services. So you can actually connect to SOAP web services or RESTful web services. So it's up to you which one you want to connect. So in this tutorial, we'll be focusing on SOAP, but yeah, later on we can focus on how you can connect to REST web services as well. So as long as you have the WSDL file or the WADL file, you can connect. Okay, all right. So let's get started. So as we have done the DB tutorial on the last series, as I said, I promised that I will show you how you can reuse your stuff. So from this flow, you'll reuse the HTTP connection. Okay, but just to start with a fresh, like a fresh application, I'll just create a new application. So new Mule project. You can just type Mulesoft web service tutorial. All right, so that brings up the project window. So you can drag and drop a HTTP connector over here. Then let's go back to, as you can see, it's on red, so the configuration has not been done. So the configuration is empty. So let's go back to the Mulesoft DB tutorial that we did on the previous series and go back to the configuration XML. From here, just copy paste the HTTP listener configuration. Okay, as you can see, just make sure that you're not copying the flow ones below flow. So it's just above flow. So it just saves time sometimes. Okay, so enter flow over here, then copy the configuration as well. So one thing you need to mark here, I did put the name as DB request because we were sending a request to a DB. So here, as you're going to send a web service request, just to make it standard, you can change the path name to web service request. All right, so over here it's DB request, so just change it to web service. All right, and let's go back. So sometimes it shows red because of the ID doesn't pick up. So but yeah, it should be all right, I would say. Okay, so let's drag and drop another web service endpoint that we want to connect. So it'll be just type web service consumer. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. Now it's gone, right? So it's sometimes the ID doesn't pick up when you do this manual changes. Okay, but that's all right. So as you can see, web service consumer. So you can just over here you need to do the configuration because we don't have the configuration before. Sometimes you can't just reuse stuff. You have to create new connection. Okay, so I just add over here. You can just put the WSDL URL over here. So I have already the WSDL URL, so you can just use this one as well because it's published by the Mulesoft. So training.cloudhub.io essentials delta WSDL. All right, so as you can see now it's reading of the WSDL. Once you put down the WSDL location, so it reads up the details automatically. But you can create a WSDL on your own. You can just import, import from a local file, and you can test if you want to test. But I just want to make sure, show you how you can read things from cloud as well. So that's why I just use this WSDL. Okay, so I hit OK. Now you have a list of operations, right? So as you know, each WSDL or each web service has a list of operations. So as of now, we'll say list flights, or you can use find flights, whichever you want. The operation is pretty straightforward. So you're just gonna choose find list flights. Okay, so one thing we need to ensure over here, instead, as we are calling the Delta Airlines, the Delta web service, you need to ensure on the HTTP part you are passing the method name as you can see, it automatically turns into the error goes away. So over here, instead of web services, you need to make as Delta. Okay, so that's how it identifies that this is the operation that we're calling. All right, so and let's drag and drop a logger to monitor what are the details we're passing through. Drag and drop a logger here, then set the properties. Okay, so you want to see the payload. All right, that's it, you're all done. Now you can just deploy and we can run a test. right click over here, then run as mule application. Okay, there we go. So it just deploys the application, then we're ready to go. Okay, initializing and deployed. Now it takes a while. Okay, you just wait for it. You're gonna wait for it. Okay. Okay, now they've created an application. There's a whole bunch of Spring modules. Okay, now it's finally deployed. Okay, so now let's go to the URL over here, localhost as the DB request. Just put delta. Okay, just get rid of this. Okay, now I got it. There you go. As you can see, it's pretty much simple, right? So it shown you the list of sample airlines. Okay, delta, then the airport code, then the destination, empty seat. Okay, so now if you want to change, if you want to make a change in the operation, it's pretty simple. Just go to the consumer over here. What you do is list all the flights. Okay, now you can change to find flight, and it's pretty easy. And if you want to, let's say you're calling a SOAP web service, but you want to pass on your request, pass on your response to target system as JSON. Okay, so you want to change that. It's pretty easy as well. So over here you change XML to JSON. As you can see over here, you just drag and drop here, and that's it. You're all set. Then just hit save. It deploys the application automatically. Then you can just send the request again. You'll see the output is not in XML format, rather than it's shown in JSON format. Okay, all right. So let's just wait. Deploy. Okay, now it's just deployed the application. Let's go back to the same screen. Just hit enter. Okay, there you go. Now it's returned the result, as you can see, in JSON format. So it's pretty easy. If you want to change the output format, you can play around with things. There's a whole bunch of options right over here. The way you want, you can XML to JSON, or the other way around. You can, if you're calling a SOAP web service, if you're calling it RESTful web service, and you want to change to JSON to XML or JSON to DOM, which way you want, you can play around with that. Okay, all right. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you very much.